Right, so hi everyone, this is going to be a wee SOS one, so I'll just do the quick intro. Everything I do is to help twin flames, to empower you on your journey, to help you empower yourself, and everything I do is clearing, healing energy, basically, and usually do a bit of a longer intro, but that'll do. So I'm shuffling these wee mini cutie angel answer cards. They're so cute. I don't know why, but I just absolutely love these wee mini decks. Like I've got a few of them. They're good for like kicking about in your handbag or that. Do you know what I mean? Not that I like do a Teresa Caputo and start reading people in the street, but yeah, you never know when you might get caught out. That's kind of even more funnier when I tend to not leave the house more than I do. It's anyway. So, yeah. So yeah, what I actually want to do, yeah. So I'm going to pull one of these cards. So shuffle as I'm talking. Nah, I'll pull one and then I'll tell you about the dream. So that's funny to still follow that dream because it's a bit of a nightmare that I need to talk about. So, get more information. Ooh, juicy. What's that got to do with it? A year from now. Remain positive and trust. Right, so all of that could have something to do with someone. It's going to, because it came out for a reason. Get more information. We'll work with that, right? Basically, if you watch me all the time, you'll know that I share, or even now and again, you'll know that I share my visions I get in dreams, because I mean, I don't just get them dreams, I get them waking life, blah, 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 all that jazz, right? That's why the channel's what it's called. But, well, one of the reasons, because I do bring people crystal clear clarity as well with the, with the whatever. But it's, so the way that they speak to my dreams is actually it's really hard to describe, so I'm just going to describe what happens. So I feel what they're trying to tell me is some of your karmic partners can't get access to you in the physical. So I've had dreams like this before. But I think the ones I've spoke to, well, I've had a combination. I've spoke about combinations before where it's like karmic people, and it's like not necessarily romantic related. And then I've had ones where it is like people romantically as well, you know what I mean? So this one feels more directed at romantic ones, but again, just keep your eyes and ears and whatever open. It could be karmic of anyone. So, but basically, I definitely feel I'm being told that just, be aware of like weird dream / nightmares that you can have where, so I'm just going to have to tell you what happened to me. So basically, because it was quite disturbing. So that basically all that happened in the dream was that in my dream, right, it was like one of my old house. So I've as an older adult, because I moved out. Well, when did I think I moved out my mum and dad's house. It was forced, not by them. I got flooded by the neighbour above, and the house is quite small anyway, and my room was tiny. It was like a shoebox. The whole house was like a shoebox actually, and it yeah, basically flooded the whole room and ruined everything. And again, like in my one of the flats we'd lived in before, the roof fell down and ruined everything. And I had to oh no, well, I didn't have to move out because then we moved anyway. But it was difficult. It was. And I've told funny stories about that actually, because I did happen to bring my twin flame back to the chaotic mess. Really pretty hilarious. Anyway, but I think I've said before, that's a bit of a good example of the world could be ending and you wouldn't care. We still had to get the job done. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's how passionate we were back then. Probably still would be if we had the chance. But basically, definitely still would be. But yeah, basically, what it was it was like in the dream. It was like an old house, but it kind of didn't make sense because my bedroom wasn't where it was in this old house. But in the old house anyway, it was like someone was shouting through the window, like they were like, "Oh, let me in," kind of thing. But it was like somebody I wouldn't want to let in, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel that's they're telling me in that way to tell one of you, because this doesn't make sense to my everyday life now. Fucking wouldn't make sense to my everyday life back then either, especially not with the house. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel the message is be discerning, you know, like look out for, well, things that happen in your dream. Because my belief is when things like that happen in your dreams, it's when people are trying to reach out to you for real in your dreams, because that's the only way it's going to happen, kind of thing. But it could still leave you a bit unsettled. But this could be literal for some people. That's what I mean about my dreams being weird. Like, I've had a dream, but it could be that somebody, like an ex from your past or somebody you've been linked to in the past, is going to reach out to you for real, and just be aware of it. Because before I knew it, it was really weird. It was like, you know, let me in. And then I was like, all right, hang on. And then it was like, this is what I mean. It doesn't make sense because it's a dream, but it does when you know how dreams work. It was like I either let them through the top of the window, or I went and opened the door and let them in. And then it was like, once I let this person in, I was like, hang on a minute, why the hell would I let you in my house? Do you know what I mean? Like, basically, I know this is a bit weird to describe it, but like, it was like, but the point is, and then, so when I woke up, I was like, why have I had a dream like that, right? And it's like, but I know it's what I know what they're trying to tell me. It's basically, it's because we're coming up Mercury retrograde. It's wait a minute, I think it's the 5th of August is the official start of it till like the 27th. Don't quote me on that about the ending, but because it won't end then anyway, because then we'll have the shadow of it. But basically, the now wait a minute, I always get this mixed up. Posters after the pre-shadow actually begins this weekend on the 17th. Actually, I think that's when the football is. But so yeah, just be aware of like karmic exes, definitely, but like karmic anybody coming back from the past, and before you know it, you've let them in your life and you don't want it, especially. So that's relevant with Mercury retrograde, because that is when people, you know, make mistakes and go back to the past and blah blah blah, and it would be a mistake. It's like getting a haircut, and a Mercury retrograde is making a mistake too. And if it, like I always say this about Mercury retrograde, definitely Venus retrograde, which doesn't happen as often. I think it happens every 18 months. Don't quote me on that either. But Mercury retrograde happens 4 times a year. It's not wise to get engaged in a Mercury retrograde because the person might change their mind. It's definitely not wise to get married in a Mercury retrograde because same thing, person might change their mind. So yeah, it's just good to be aware of this. You know what I mean? That it's like, it's. And now, again, don't worry if any of this stuff, if you did get engaged in a Mercury retrograde, or, you know, or you did get married, it's just, if you've got the choice and you know astrology, you just wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, you just wouldn't. It's because that makes sense of that now. Get more information. It's like other things are going to come to light. But yeah, you can change your mind. So that's why it's not wise to dye your hair or wild colours or get a haircut or that, because when it goes, I mean, again, I'm not a good example for that. My hair grows so long. My nieces walked in, you know, when it last week or whatever, and they were like, well, not when they walked in saying you're electric. I mean, that was weird. But when another time she walked in and she was like, oh, what? She was like, your hair is already long again. And she's right, it is. So I need to get my wee short haircut back. But yeah, that's it really, because it was more just the feeling. Because what I always say about dreams, right, is, you know, when somebody has a dream, whenever somebody wants me to interpret their dream, right, on a session or on a live, I always try to say what, and I always try to encourage other people, like, don't give your input yet, right? Let's see what the person thinks. Like, you tell me, what does that mean to you? Because it's your dream. It's going to be more important what it means to you. Then only once they've given something, even anything, then I will give my insight, because I do have you know, quite unique skill set for being able to see what a dream means. It's part of being a shaman. Well, definitely part of my shamanic gift anyway. Which makes sense, you know, when I can see things other people can't see, it's the same for a dream too. That's really where my that's really where that, you know, like, where, whatever you want to call, whether you call it a gift or, like you said, you know, it's because, like, what I have is a gift, but it is a unique skill set that, like, I've honed over time. And so that's, like I said that to someone the other day that said to me, but it's like, basically, it's like, because I really do, we've all got a gift of something. And I say this all the time, you know, even if you make people laugh, that is a gift in these dark times, you know, a certain darkness needs to see star. But yeah, dreams are something that's right up there with something that is that I'm good at helping people with. So but like I said, unfortunately that does include nightmares too, and it is just the feeling that it left me with a bad taste in my mouth. It left me waking up feeling a bit creeped out. And it is just what I always say. It's like people could have been out your lives for like a very long time, but if they're still appearing in your dreams like that, it can sometimes be when people's energy are trying to reach out. It doesn't mean that the person's conscious of it, but yeah. Anyway, like I said, I think they just used whatever they could for an example for me to really warn yous about it. Let's hope, but either way, it's about the message I got was, we'll think about it. In the dream, it was like I'd already let them in, so don't let this person in. Like, don't let them in your house, don't let them in your life. Yeah, so basically I just because it creeped me out a bit, I just went back, like I just sort of I done what I would do with a client in a session, and I just rewound, and when the person was like, can I get in, I was like, nah, do you know what I mean? And I fucking bolted the door and the window and everything, and do you know what I'm saying? So so I do definitely feel this is like somewhat of romantic nature that you just wouldn't want anything to do with, and they're trying to get at your energy, and you're like, so it's like that's what I feel they're trying to tell me. It's like somebody's cloaking their energy, or it's like they're catching you when you're half asleep or something. So maybe this could be like, drunken, I don't know, I don't know, it's something. But like I said, it's interesting what they used to tell me that, but I'd rather they didn't do that again, but you're welcome. So let's get a wee card to go with this, because that was random, but 11:44, but it won't be random. It'll be, oh look, yeah, heartbreak, whoa. And did you see how that, I mean, you didn't see it, but it leapt out. Sorrow, forgiveness and healing. Very interesting. Like, look. Clarity. Truth. Five of Earth. Like, somebody feels out. Look, oh my god, that's pretty creepy. Lack, worry. So this is the Five of Pentacles. That's when someone feels on the outside of your life, out in the cold. That's quite a beautiful card though, because she's been invited into a church, but that's not what we're dealing with here. I was talking about somebody was trying to creep through my window. And again, it doesn't make sense, because it was almost like they were like a being, do you know what I mean, that was just going to slip. It reminds me of something out of the X-Files or something, that fuck it, oh my god, I could never watch that again as an adult. I don't know how I could watch that as a kid, but do you mean it was like they slid through the top of the window, so it's creepy. It's like an energy in someone, it's like an entity or an energy. But lack, what it says, basically the Five Pentacles is somebody feels on the outside of your life, and this is not a twin flame, we're not talking about a twin flame, right? I'm talking about, this is like a karmic lover, a karmic romantic thing, whether it was serious or not serious. It's somebody, it feels like somebody that feels on the outside of your life, and it feels like they're on the outside of your life for a good reason. So it could either be that you just don't even know them very well, right? But they, you know what I mean, like creepy stalker vibes, or you've been in a relationship with this person, or you've at least had something with them and they're heartbroken. So that's, but wow, let's read what this particular free God, let me know if this spoke to you, because like I said, they really did. It wasn't a long dream. It didn't go up for ages, but it did feel like a lucid dream too, because it was like I realised in the dream. So not everybody can do that. That was pretty. But I was like, well, wait a minute, and then it was like the person did, then their energy changed, because it was like, oh, she knows that I'm not meant to be here. Do you know what I mean? So that's the best way I can describe it. Creepy, I know. I'm going to go and get those What's the Tea cards, actually, because I want to keep this about 15-20 minutes. Loving angels surround you now. They offer healing to all who request it. The sadness you feel will fade away with time, and all that will remain as a stronger, more spiritually evolved you. There's no need to be alone. Seek out loved ones who spend time with. Ask angels to help you find groups, organisations full of compassionate people who will embrace you with arms wide open. That's quite beautiful, actually, that bit, because then that does go with that. So take away what I said about the dream. Oh, I don't know, I've shuffled them now. But that'll look, yeah, that would be like me welcoming in people. That would be like when I'm wearing my specs. Look, loving, giving, and psychic, Queen of Water. I usually, again, if I had to choose, I'm the Queen of Fire in the Tarot and the High Priestess. But, I have got that side of me too. It's like, and obviously being psychic, but it's kind of like that would be coming out off of the cold, out of the the shitty channels onto the good channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm joking. Come and join us, soul family. Always look for the positive in any challenge. There's lots of amazing channels out there. Ask your guardian angels to help you see the good that came from the adversity. You're an amazing person created by diverse experiences. The blending of these chapters of your life to form your character and makes you one of the divine's beautiful and powerful children. Oh, I remember that card being beautiful because I remember pulling that for one of you on the live. We understand, we love you very much. During this time, please remember to ask for help so that we can do everything possible to comfort and make our presence felt by you. Giving comfort to a friend in need, experiencing a loss, forgiving oneself and others, letting go of the past as to embrace the future, heart ailments. So it feels like the letting go of the past to embrace the future. Oh, I've just realised as well, the free of air can also be like divorces, separations. So this could even be like somebody's like ex in that way, you know, like that's trying to get back and they're not welcome. So that's what it more feels like. So let me just get these. So I don't know about opening up this Pandora's box right as I'm about to end it, but oh my god, guys. Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah. And that's going to be symbolic, all that falling. Look, what's on the bottom? I mean, that's kind of funny, but cock blocking, see what I mean? This feels like this. I know what that means to me, actually. Now, this is like, yeah, this is definitely a past energy that doesn't want you to come into union. Full stop, blank. So whatever that means to you, I think that could mean a lot to a lot of us. What else do we need to know? What's the tea? What do we need to know about this? Oh, scarcity tactics. Yeah, look, it's somebody's trying to creep you out in the spirit because they've not got access to you in the physical. Oh dear. Right, okay, so again, I know a few people this is going to make sense to, unfortunately, because like I said, I'm always helping people with stuff like this, whether it's karmic justice or legal justice, court judges, immigration, lawyers. So unfortunately, you know, let me know, but I feel one of yous like literally could have had a nightmare or a dream. Or maybe this is a bit of a pre-warning, you know, like maybe do some extra protection so that doesn't happen. But again, it could be a bit of an omen though, that it's like this person's going to cross your boundaries in the physical, like, you know, like try to manipulate you or something. So just protect your energy, because like I said, the energy is very intense. We're with the Venus and Leo at some point. It's not quite there yet, like when I'm filming this, but it probably will be when you watch it. Venus and Leo opposite Pluto and Aquarius. It is, like I said, just protect your energy. Don't be around anyone you don't really trust or that. It's, yeah. It's, yeah, just protect your energy. Ain't shit, yeah. This person ain't shit. I mean, I wouldn't usually say that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this person knows they're no good. What's that song? They're no good. This person is no good for you, and you know that, and they know that they're trying to broadcast against. So it's like that could just be reflective of the Five of Pentacles, like, you know, the person feels out in the cold of your life, or they might be skinned, or you might be feeling like you've not got a lot of money right now. Played out, yeah. You let this thing play out and it's somebody that's not for you. They could be, look, fake account, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's what I felt. Like, it's for some people, this is somebody you didn't even know very well that has got a bit obsessed with you. I've told stories like this before, so it gives me creeps. I don't really want to, because that's not who it was in my dream. But or it could be, like I said, somebody, yeah, you know, kissing ass. Yeah, look. So that's what I mean. It feels like it for somebody, for whoever this is meant to make sense to, which, like I said, it can be a stranger, it could be an ex-husband, it could be an ex-wife, it could be just an ex-partner, and it can make sense to a few different people. But it's like somebody that wants to get back in there. And yeah, you're like, no, I'm moving. Like, this might even be as serious as like you want to move house because this person knows where you live. Groupie, you don't trust them. Yeah, happiness hater. Right, I'm going to stop there. Look, crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset because you're too busy winning. This is a happiness hater because you're doing well. Look, cyberbully. You're being bullied online. They're suffered or they have suffered from it. But I feel that's just somebody, you feel somebody like gang stalking you. Yeah, I mean, that's usually when it's more than one person, isn't it? But it's like, you feel this person. Well, yeah, look, they're crying over you. They've got bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities. They're talking shit about you. They're clout hungry. Oh my god. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Dramatic. God. Right, okay. I think we'll just, yeah, exactly. You've moved on. Moving on, thank you, next. And you could have moved on, like, quite some time ago. Look, romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. Yeah, so again, do you know what that's given? That last card is given fucking, what do you call it? What's that film where she boils the bunny? Do you know what I'm saying? That one. Somebody that you wish you'd never bothered with. Fishing for comments. Screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts. Moves in silence, yeah. That's creepy vibes. I'm leaving that alone, but whatever. Like I said, I don't need to know what it means because it was just to give the message. But yeah, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe.